hate. I have beautiful dreams in which everyone on earth is dead.
Haunted Hayride, the movie. Available September 30th on DVD.
The films of Warren F Disbrow have been released around the world. They've been reviewed in Russia, France, England, Canada, Belgium, Indonesia, Germany, the Netherlands, Italy, and the United States. The words auteur and genius are frequently used to describe him as an artist. His latest film, Haunted Hayride the movie, despite its commercial title, continues his personal artistic vision and style evidenced in his previous work. He exercises total creative control over all his films, functioning not only as a writer and director, but also cinematographer and film editor. On a creative level, it's not only the vision of one man, it's the craftsmanship of one person as well.
That's all there is to it.
As one critic put it, head by Warren F Disbrow in the seat of the writer and director and all-around do-everything guy, you just can't go wrong. Being independent, resisting Hollywood, and choosing to work outside the system in New Jersey has kept his vision pure and vital and has garnered him a global fan base. DVD Talk wrote, Warren F Disbrow represents the reason independent film continues to thrive. What's it been like making movies for over 20 years in New Jersey?
Well, it's difficult to make a movie no matter where you are in the world because it's a very complex problem, both technically and creatively, to do a film. But here in New Jersey, it's especially hard because you do not get the kind of support that you need to do a movie, whether it's technical or investors or the media.
How did you decide on focusing on making movies?
When you make a movie, it's a combination art form of acting and sculpting and painting and writing and not concentrating on one thing. By making a movie, I can do everything. I'd say you're limited if you only select to paint, or you only select to do music, or you only select to sculpt, or you only select to write. Those are areas where you're actually limited.
How did Haunted Hayride the movie come into being?
The idea to make a Haunted Hayride movie came out of the fact that I love Halloween and as a holiday, and every year I used to go to the local farms that had haunted hayrides, and I needed to do that as part of celebrating the holidays. And every time I stood in line, I said, nobody ever did a Halloween haunted hayride movie.
How long did it take you to shoot it?
I think we shot the thing all in 2.5, 3 months.
Where was it filmed?
Well, I've made all my movies in Monmouth and Ocean counties, New Jersey.
Are you satisfied with how it turned out?
And pre-production was happening at the same time we were shooting. And we were scouting locations while we were shooting. And we were casting the film while we were shooting. So the movie had already sailed before we had everything in place. But even with those handicaps, the movie came out, I think, pretty darn good.
How pre-planned are your movies? Do you storyboard them?
Most of the time I wait until I get on the set and I see the actors and I work the scene out. And that tells me where the camera should be placed, and then I have a natural eye as far as how to frame shots to make it look like a movie.
You've been called an auteur in several reviews as well.
Well, in a very clinical way, I have to agree with them because unlike most directors, Steven Spielberg doesn't sculpt the dinosaurs or sets, and he doesn't a lot of times he doesn't write the scripts, and he doesn't do the photography himself. He doesn't edit the movies personally himself. Unlike the majority of the directors out there producing films that wind up on your store shelves, I'm one of the very few who actually does the lighting, photography, builds the sets, makes the costumes, edits the movie, edits the commercials, designs the video boxes and posters, writes the scripts, directs them. On a creative, technical level, my movies are primarily one person, me, doing all of the technical jobs, wearing so many hats that sometimes I want to scream.
When you write a script, do you set any limitations on yourself for budgetary reasons?
On the Hayride script was the very first script I wrote with the idea of shooting it quickly and inexpensively, utilizing existing locations and the fact that existing decorations were up because of the holidays.
Who are some of your artistic influences?
George Romero's Night of the Living Dead in particular is a very great movie, his Dawn of the Dead too. And David Cronenberg's films, and you got so much out there. Freddie Francis as a director in England, Terence Fisher. There's you could fill a book literally with a number of people that have made things that I've been very thrilled that they made them.
Is there an aspect of the arts you haven't gotten involved in?
Well, the only creative art form that I haven't really gone into is music, and you know, every once in a while when I'm having a hard time coming up with somebody who can give me a piece of music that I need for the movie, or for a movie I'm shooting, in desperation I say, well, I'm going to buy the programs and I'm going to do the music myself, you know, but I really don't want to.
Tell me about your father. He's appeared in 6 of your movies so far.
Well, my father, Warren Disbrow Sr., does have a following around the world. He got good reviews in Italy and Germany. Here he has fans, people that when they spot him, they come out of the crowd and shake his hand.
Well, you're both doing a fine job. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I hear the tractor coming. I'll let you get back to work.
And we had a little game that we used to play where, you know, within the first half hour or hour of going to a horror convention, inevitably somebody yells out the name of one of the characters he's played and comes over and shakes his hand.
Haunting of Holly House?
Well, the Haunting of Holly House is the next thing we're doing, and it's a ghost story. And my goal is to do a drama, a supernatural drama, and hopefully a scary supernatural drama.
Tell me about Visual Experiences Motion Picture Company, LLC.
Basically, it's my motion picture company, but we've also shot rock videos, we've shot documentaries, like Drive-In Madness is one of them that's now being reissued again on DVD. That's another one that's been in circulation since 1987.
Crystal Visions Entertainment.
Well, Crystal Visions Entertainment, LLC, is our distribution company that we recently established. We're getting into distributing our own films because we haven't been happy with the established distributors where they just dump the films on the market, they don't promote them, and we haven't been very happy with their accounting.
If someone wanted to learn more about your work, how can they do it?
Well, we have a website. It's very simple, warrenfdisbrow.com. There we have a history of the films I've made, plus current events of what's going on, plus we're going to start to sell things like T-shirts and coffee cups and the CD soundtrack albums, the movies themselves, of course, through the website. The first place that you're going to be able to buy the films that are being distributed from Crystal Visions Entertainment is probably going to be on the website.
Haunted Hayride, the movie, is the first of Warren Disbrow's films to avoid eroticism while still embracing his fascination with graphic violence and death. His plans for making The Haunting of Holly House his next creative venture will be an even further departure from how he presents his actors and unveils his story to the audience. The film still deals with bodily damage and death, but without softening the fear with the moments of levity.
Yes, he was smiling about it.
Helpful advisor.
Happy nightmares.